Well, I should have been reviewing this movie about a year ago, and then everything happened. But now, finally, am able to watch this movie, and I say there were things I like, and there was things I definitely didn't like. I don't like making cynical reviews, so let's start off with the stuff that I don't like. This is a really weird pirate segment, or no wait, it was like they were in an old west town segment in the movie. Felt really like it shouldn't be there, very jarring, and didn't fit with the movie at all, and I did not like that segment. Um, Eventually, they got over it. Then there was the soundtrack, which was by Hans Zimmer of all people, and he's a really good composer, but I didn't pick up on any memorable music this entire movie. Well, maybe when they release the soundtrack, I'll listen to it, and maybe I'll find better music then. Yeah, I think surprisingly, the second movie with John Debney had way better score. It actually had some pretty nice soundtracks. And I can also say this movie isn't as funny as the last two. It didn't have as much comedic moments. There was one really good gag with Plankton spying on the Krusty Krab with his telescope, which I think was the funniest moment. But yeah, not a lot of moments that just really made you laugh. This movie felt like there was some sort of tug of war going on between Tim Hill trying to make a movie for his friend and Nickelodeon trying to make an advertisement for Camp Coral. Because I really did have a problem with how much they try to inject Camp Coral into everything. Like the segment at the end definitely would have been more powerful, or at least more memorable, if maybe instead of Squidward talking about that one time at Camp Coral or SpongeBob did this, instead talked about, so like the Band Geeks episode. Like, wouldn't it be amazing to see Sweet Victory in like a 3D animated setting? I mean, come on, that was super popular. Also, I know SpongeBob canon is always shaky, but there is an episode in season 1 where SpongeBob meets Sandy. So retconning that backstory is like super jarring, because like there's a whole episode about it. Oh well. The biggest problem was this movie just didn't feel new and original enough. There wasn't as many iconic moments as the Goofy Goober Rock scene. It just all happened before. Now on to things that I do like. One thing, there's a lot of references to older episodes, but one of my favorite, of course, was being Kelpie G was in this movie. Now he didn't talk at all, which made me mad, and he never even used his signature music, which is one of my favorite pieces from SpongeBob, but oh well, but at least he's in the movie. The animation and the animation style is actually pretty well done. I feel like it just looks underwatery. It has that feel to it, so that's all right. And the lighting was really good. I think the biggest complaint about the second movie was how all of SpongeBob's friends like turned on him immediately. So I think this one definitely listened to that and switched it. I didn't really mind it that much when it happened in the second movie, but I do like how in this movie all of SpongeBob's friends are there for him this time, and I also like how recently, in newer episodes, Mr. Krabs is only money, and Patrick in recent episodes is only being stupid. And I'm glad they really changed that for this movie. Like, Mr. Krabs actually wants to save SpongeBob because he likes SpongeBob, not for money. And, Patrick has some smarter moments too, and he's not just being stupid the whole time. He actually does want to help SpongeBob as well. I also just really love every scene that takes place at the Krusty Krab, especially just depressed Mr. Krabs and Squidward being all sad at the Krusty Krab. That's one of my favorite moments. I actually just really love seeing all the characters working together, like Plankton, Mr. Krabs, Squidward, Sandy, SpongeBob, Patrick, because I really don't see that all that often, so that was just a very fun moment. The scene that gets me, and is one of the most important moments of the movie, is when all of SpongeBob's friends get together to talk about how SpongeBob was so impactful on their lives. What's literally happening, of course, is that they're all talking about, how important SpongeBob is for them and trying to save his life. But what's metaphorically happening, I believe, since Tim Hill, the director of this movie, was a friend of Stephen Hillenburg, the creator of the show, who died, was just him thanking Stephen Hillenburg for giving us SpongeBob and all those years of joy. That's what makes this movie worth watching. And I think if you're a SpongeBob fan, of course you gotta watch it. It does have a feel of a more classic SpongeBob episode, but not just the same humor or level. But yeah, I think there's definitely something to get out of it, and just it's very fun. It tries that. It has very vibrant colors, so overall, I say I liked it.